Here's more wrestling news for December 13th, 2025. A new theory circulating among fans has put a fresh spotlight on the masked figures who have been appearing on WWE television since War Games, and it centers squarely on Logan Paul. The speculation suggests that Paul may be in the process of forming a new faction. The reasoning behind the theory is rooted in a clear pattern. The masked individuals have only shown up in situations that directly benefit Logan. At War Games, a masked figure interfered at a crucial moment when CM Punk was gaining momentum against Paul. That same trend continued on Raw this week when the masked man appeared as Logan was losing a brawl with Rey Mysterio. The pattern didn't stop there. Later in the night, during the main event, the masked figures once again emerged when LA Knight was getting the upper hand on Paul. Each appearance has followed the same formula: intervention only when Logan is in trouble. If these masked mystery men continue to show up exclusively to protect Logan in the coming weeks, it could lend real weight to the idea that a new Logan Paul-led faction is quietly being built. Do you think it's a deliberate long-term plan or just coincidence? Sound off in the comments below. John Cena's recent comments sparked speculation that Brock Lesnar could be planning to retire at SummerSlam 2026. However, according to F4W Online, that date has not been confirmed, despite the buzz created by Cena's remarks. The report states that F4W Online has not been able to verify SummerSlam 2026 as a locked-in retirement point for Lesnar. That said, Lesnar's name has reportedly come up internally as WWE discusses long-term plans for 2026. F4W Online also noted that WWE is currently planning retirement runs for Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, and potentially Chris Jericho, should he sign with the company. Is SummerSlam 2026 the right stage for Brock Lesnar to call it a career, or should WWE keep the door open for one final run? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Kevin Owens is reportedly set to return to WWE television, though not in an in-ring capacity. The former Universal Champion has been sidelined due to a neck injury and has not appeared on WWE programming since his unsanctioned match against Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber earlier this year. Since then, Owens has remained off-screen, with no official timeline announced for his in-ring return. However, a new report suggests fans will be seeing him again soon in a different role. According to Mike Johnson of PW Insider, Owens is being planned for an appearance on Legends and Future Greats Season 3. The report notes that the new season is currently being filmed, and Owens will be involved as a mentor rather than a competitor. Natalya is also said to be joining the show in a similar mentoring role, adding further veteran presence to the lineup. PW Insider also reports that Season 3 is expected to feature more guest stars than previous installments. In addition, WWE Hall of Famers Booker T and Bully Ray are slated to reprise their coaching roles once again, maintaining continuity from earlier seasons. Do you like the idea of Kevin Owens returning as a mentor on LFG? And who do you think would benefit most from learning under him? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. Sarah Stock's recent wave of tweets has sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, and a new report now suggests that at least some of her claims are being taken seriously inside AEW. According to a November 12th report from Fightful Select, Stock's allegations have become a significant point of conversation at AEW over the last week or so. Her comments, which included sharp criticism of AEW's HR practices and leadership, as well as claims about how international talent are treated, have reportedly sparked intense backstage discussion, with multiple insiders weighing in. While AEW has not issued any public response to Stock's accusations, Fightful noted that there was some elements of her tweets that were claimed to be true. The report specifically addressed her claims regarding travel issues, including wrestlers allegedly not being picked up from airports. Stock had tied those experiences to what she described as unequal treatment of Mexican and foreign female talent. One AEW source provided additional context, explaining that some wrestlers have airport transportation written into their contracts, while others are responsible for arranging their own travel and are reimbursed afterward. That contractual difference may account for some of the situations Stock described, particularly her comparisons between the treatment of names like Edge and Orange Cassidy versus international talent such as Stephanie Vaquer and Zeusis. Fightful also made it clear that AEW sources are steering away from commenting on Stock's more personal allegations, including her remarks involving Amanda Huber, Carlos Silva, and Bruce Pritchard. However, they did confirm that her tweets have raised internal concerns and prompted conversations among both staff and talent. Beyond travel issues, Stock's posts also pointed to alleged backstage dysfunction within AEW, including a lack of production meetings, claims of psychological manipulation, and accusations of unprofessional behavior by individuals in key roles. Although AEW has remained publicly silent, this latest report confirms that the situation has not been ignored internally, and Stock's comments are very much on the radar behind the scenes. Do you think AEW should directly address Sarah Stock's claims, or does staying silent risk making the situation worse? Sound off in the comments below. The December 11th episode of TNA Impact opened with a high-stakes match as Matt Cardona faced NXT's Lexis King to determine the early advantage for the upcoming Team TNA versus Team NXT Steel Cage match on December 18th. The bout took a sudden turn when TNA International Champion Stax interfered, directly helping King win the match before launching a post-match attack on Cardona and targeting his shoulder. Later in the show, an official injury report confirmed that Cardona had suffered a shoulder injury and was medically disqualified from competing in next week's Steel Cage match. The situation escalated further backstage, where TNA Director of Authority Santino Marella made the announcement that he would step in as Cardona's replacement. While Santino has been operating in an authority role, the decision marks a rare return to in-ring competition for the former WWE Intercontinental Champion, and it'll come inside a steel cage. Will Santino be able to help lead Team TNA to victory, or will Team NXT's momentum carry them through? Let us know who you're backing in the comments below. John Cena used his appearance on the Pat McAfee show to explain why his final WWE match is truly the end, while also revealing Easter eggs tucked into his final match t-shirt. At the same time, he made it clear that although his wrestling career is winding down, his relationship with WWE is far from over. Cena reflected on a pivotal moment in his life after several WWE Films projects failed to gain traction, leaving him unsure about his future in Hollywood. Rather than walking away, he pivoted, taking on hosting roles, appearing on game shows, making cameos, and staying engaged in as many avenues as possible. That mindset, he explained, is exactly why he wants to remain involved with WWE in an ambassador role. I started hosting live shows, I started hosting game shows, I started doing cameos on other shows, I started reading the news, stuff to keep me engaged, to keep my skills sharp. This is a reason why I want to be an ambassador for WWE, because I don't want to lose the pulse. I want to keep that sharp, I want to keep that passion there. Last night's SmackDown featured a special tribute message ahead of John Cena's final match. While the show included several strong moments, one of the most memorable came just before the singles match between Alexa Bliss and Lash Legend, when the broadcast paused to honor Cena. The tribute included messages from major celebrities such as Jimmy Fallon, Eli Manning, Snoop Dogg, Jelly Roll, Tom Brady, and others, underscoring Cena's influence well beyond the wrestling world as he prepares to step into the ring one last time this Saturday. With Cena's final match approaching and his post-wrestling role already taking shape, how do you feel about John Cena transitioning into an ambassador role? And did the SmackDown tribute do justice to his legacy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Brock Anderson has shed new light on the behind-the-scenes moment that led him and Bronson to TNA Wrestling, revealing just how quickly the opportunity came together. The two made a surprise appearance at TNA Final Resolution on December 5th, teaming with C.W. Anderson in a loss to the system. Following the match, Anderson explained how the door to TNA opened while speaking on The Arn Show. According to Anderson, the connection began after a chance run-in with Tommy Dreamer at an independent show where they worked against Dreamer and Beer City Bruiser. Yep, not too long ago we had a run-in with Tommy Dreamer. We had a little conversation afterward, and basically the gist of it was, we'll be in touch. That conversation didn't seem significant at the time, but weeks later, Dreamer reached out again ahead of Final Resolution. He got in touch and said, "We need you." We said, "We'll be there," and we showed up. The match marked Bronson's first ever TNA appearance, making it a shared milestone for the trio. While Anderson didn't confirm whether this leads to a longer run, he praised the backstage environment. The locker room all the way to the top was nothing but welcoming. It was a breath of fresh air. For now, their status remains open-ended, but the debut clearly left a strong impression. What did you think of Brock Anderson and Bronson's TNA debut? Would you like to see them stick around? Share your thoughts below. JC Mateo isn't just another new face on SmackDown, he's officially locked in for the long haul. According to Fightful Select, Mateo has signed a multi-year contract with WWE, committing to a 3-year deal that'll keep him with the company through the spring of 2028. The signing confirms that WWE sees real value in Mateo's rebrand and long-term potential, even as fans continue comparing his new presentation to his previous work as Jeff Cobb. Do you think JC Mateo's WWE run will match or surpass what he did as Jeff Cobb? Or did WWE miss an opportunity with the rebrand? Share your thoughts in the comments. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video we dropped earlier today. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.